Hello everybody, welcome back to another Shrieking Wizard Co live stream. It's me, it's Jenny Bud, and I'm joined by our two other friends, Amy and Jazz.
Yeah?
You can say hello now.
Hello? I'm saying hello.
Let us know how everyone sounds, and if we all sound okay, tell us who needs to be louder or quieter. Well, it'll have to be Jazz who gets quieter because I can't have me and Jenny up in
Hear
here.
me?
Oh yeah, the music. There we go. That's better. Sorry, lads.
Amy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, good. Hello.
We can't hear the music at all,
Cheese
so
platter.
yeah. Cool. Yeah, guys, don't worry, the music is changing.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to turn it down before we started.
Whoopsie.
Okay.
Does Jazz sound okay?
Do I sound alright?
I might sound quiet because my face keeps moving away from the mic, so you'll have to excuse that.
It's good now. Everyone sounds good.
Nice.
Excellent.
Right, let's get on with that.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, bang.
I'm probably just talking very quietly.
Ooh.
Today, Amy
Sorry, I'm
is
just
going
adjusting
to
my mic.
be drawing, well, that's what the title says, Mina Flokus, Jazz's character from High Hopes and Rolls, at the beach,
Yeah.
in her beach gear.
We say at the beach, it's just Mina in beach gear because I can't draw backgrounds. So it's just Mina in beach.
It's at the beach.
It has super
in
beach
our
vibes.
imaginations.
Okay.
So, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you had a good start to your weekends, wherever you are in the world. We've had a fairly standard Saturday.
Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft all day.
Oh, that's nice.
Been screaming at Katie all day. Katie, who plays Zada in High Hopes, Low Rolls, by the way.
She's in the chat.
I felt the threat of maybe having to film my Animal Crossing island looming over me. So I have been playing Animal Crossing again recently.
Sorry, you're going to hear mic noises. I'm just moving it.
I'm going to post that
donk,
Bernie
donk.
meme I made to Twitter. I am once again asking you for more furniture in Animal Crossing.
Take my glasses off so I can actually see what I'm drawing.
I have in sets of 2, I have maybe 4 sets of beach chairs all over on the beaches of my island, and I have not purchased a single one of them. They've all fallen out fucking trees. Just
There
keep getting
is
the same shit
a
over
standard
and over again.
of like the type of furniture you get from balloons. Like you will usually get like a beach chair or like that art set, like an ink and quill or something.
Yeah, the
So
stuff
you'll
that you
end
put
up with
on
a million of
tables.
them.
Look, I've got shit tons of stuff that you put on tables and absolutely
Oh,
fuck all
yeah.
tables.
But not enough for like surfaces to put them on.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
I have so many cute things I want to put up. It's just not enough room. I have an entire basement I need to do something with. It's just my dumping ground at the moment.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's where you hide the bodies.
Today Miracle is watching 2 streams at once, which
Oh my
seems
goodness.
like a bad idea.
Wow.
Miracle, I'm gonna suggest that maybe you choose one, and hey, it's okay if it's not us. I
Yeah,
won't
no
be
pressure,
hurt
dude.
very much. So
Oh,
there's a
miracle.
little bit of housekeeping to do off the top today. You may have seen whoa,
bless you.
whoa, look at this.
You're watching from a boat?
Okay, well, let's go. 10 American dollars,
Wow.
10
Oh.
Freedom Eagles
I haven't even done anything yet.
from Miracle, who's to say I'm watching 2 streams at once, so we shall see how much I actually participate. But hello, Miracle.
Thank you, miracle.
Thank you very much. Angus Little, who gives us 10 Canadian dollars. If American dollars are Freedom Eagles, and Australian dollars are dollary dues. What are Canadian dollars?
Maple bucks.
Maple bucks.
Maple bucks.
10 maple bucks.
Thanks, Angus.
Which sounds delicious.
What a nice name. I love that name.
To say that, sup, I'm watching from a boat.
That's so cool.
That's so
Wow.
rad.
That's the coolest thing.
I'm streaming from my house.
I'm in bed.
Oh, hey. Of
I'm
course, you're
literally
on
under my
Discord,
duvet.
yeah, so. Man, I'm so jelly. Thank you very much, you guys, for the $20 from the British diaspora. That's probably not the right
Thanks,
word.
guys. Loony. $1 is called a loony.
A loony.
Wow.
Cute.
Ah,
That was Everlasting Ray that said that.
that's weird.
They smell like maple syrup.
I
Oh,
feel
that'd
like
be
loony
nice,
is
wouldn't it?
weirder than like
Mm.
calling a pound a quid, and I don't
Mm.
really know where we get that from.
Who knows? It's probably got some weird meaning to it, right?
Once again, I can't
Wait.
see what Amy's drawing, so I am just talking out of my ass. What I say will never be relevant to what's happening on screen. My apologies.
Never. Doesn't need to be. We're just here for a chat, aren't we?
Yeah. So, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet?
I'm pretty sure they have, otherwise many people wouldn't be here.
That's true. Since Matt's not, Kimberly is correct. Since Matt's not here, one of you has to describe the executive lounge to you. Okay.
Oh man, I've got this. I say that as I suddenly don't have this.
Mind goes blank.
Executive producer lounge.
There's probably less like mania involved with the executive producer lounge this week. It's like a chill. Maybe it's like a.
I'm gonna describe my like dream interior. So it'll be like.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So there'll be like shelving, any like furniture like shelves and table will be like it'll be wood on top, and like the shelves and the tabletop itself will be wooden with steel framing, black steel framing because of course, and it'll be dark wood. And then it will have like hanging plants, but the hanging plants are going to be fake because I am really bad at doing anything with anything alive.
But this is the magical executive producer lounge. So they don't have to be fake. They can be real.
No.
The magic maintains them.
No, they're fake.
Okay, they're plastic.
What about
Is this in
if
like a
I
loft?
lived in your cupboard and I was like your housemaid?
Oh yeah,
then I could keep them alive for you.
This lounge has your very own cupboard, Jazz.
It's
You're a
me.
cupboard goblin.
She smells like cheese.
She smells like cheese and she waters the plants for you.
If you look hungry, she'll walk up to you and pull a cheese string out of her dungaree pocket.
The cheese string
And
is
offer it
unwrapped.
to you.
And it's
It
already
is.
been shredded.
There's some pocket link on it.
Just loose
She means well.
loose cheese in her pocket.
I'm just going to turn my laptop fan up a bit, so if you hear some background zhuzhing, you'll have to
Zhuzhing?
ignore it. It's just so my laptop doesn't, ignite.
My
Alex says a cheddary
question
bogart.
about the executive
Love it.
producer lounge, is it in like a loft style apartment where you've got lots of overhead skylights and lots of concrete for flooring and walls and stuff?
So
Not that bougie.
no, not that bougie. Well, it's bougie, but it's in a completely different area. So it's like the lounge itself has a giant like pane window, massive window that backs onto a forest.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
like you're in the forest a little bit, back of the house and
Love
in the
it.
forest, and you're like level with the trees. It's upper level,
Wow.
so you're like
Oh,
in the tree
wow.
line. And there's like
Amazing.
nice big comfy sofas. It's like dual tones, kind of goth, but like cozy goth.
Wow.
Cozy goth.
Yeah, and it's got like, funky decorative artwork all over the place. Shit like that,
Cool.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
The interior of the cupboard that I live in. It's painted bright yellow.
Solana C makes a good point that Jazz would live in the pantry because that's where the cheese
I
is.
would.
Yeah. Your pantry,
Yeah.
Jazz.
Pantry jazz coming at you with a cheese.
Do you know how like in like
That's my tune.
Skyrim and then Fallout and like most Bethesda stuff, when you have the same bad guys, but in order to denote that they're getting harder, they just put a different word in front of what they are. So like bandit, for example, turns into bandit plunderer and bandit chief and bandit bandit murderer or whatever the fuck. Like you have pantry jazz and cupboard jazz.
We've got like a little jazz factory where we like make a bunch of different jazzes, and they have like different roles.
Jazz Petch was like the one that malfunctioned. Like it
like,
went a bit wrong, and they tried to throw it away, but it kept coming back.
like oh god, like photocopier dipper.
yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
photocopier dipper. I really need to rewatch that show. What a good time.
It's so good.
Should I make a thing, an Instagram story right now whilst we're going?
Nice.
Oh, so somebody purchased us a coffee on Ko-Fi.
Isn't it Kofi?
It is Ko-Fi. I'm being and we got some krona from Orca Morka. Who said,
"Wow, thank
just
you.
finished the session and then rushed here. Going to be drawing along. Happy Saturday. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope you enjoyed. I say session. Could be D&D. Could be school. It's probably not school. You're ahead of us, right? So, could be therapy. I'm gonna assume it's D&D.
Yeah, therapy's good though.
Yeah.
Although often like D&D could be seen as a form of therapy.
Yeah. Well, it
yeah,
certainly
absolutely.
is for us.
Cheese is my therapy.
Therapy
jazz.
Oh.
Thank you very
jazz
much.
with cheese.
I don't. I was gonna look at who sent us coffee. Click to see on Ko-Fi.
Oh no.
Open.
Oh no.
A Jazzy TP says, "Jazz when there's a cheese and yellow color shortage. You don't want to see me when there's a cheese shortage. I can guarantee that. It's like the Hulk."
Thing is though, if like Jazz knew there was going to be a cheese shortage, Jazz would panic buy all the cheese.
I don't want to say that I would, but I would. 5 levels of danger, but in Jazz terms.
Oh, Everlasting
This
Rain brought
sounds
us a
like
coffee.
it could be fun.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much.
With the comment, YouTube ain't gonna take this money. Aha! Thank you very much.
Aww.
That's so nice of you.
Oh, boo snoring.
Oh, boo snoring in the background. There might be some boo beeping
Aw.
in this stream. But I won't wake her up. That feels a bit mean.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Haha.
We'll get some premium beeps later.
Premium beeps. Yeah. If you
Sorry.
Oh my god, there's a Jazz verse in the chat now.
Oh my god.
dun, 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 dun,
Jazz superheroes.
dun, dun, dun.
Wow, so many different jazzes. I thought it was just one of me.
Jazz. Jazz.
You think Jazz has like a flying power, but it's actually like her farting from all the cheese
Yeah,
that she consumed.
tooting. It's such a powerful toot that it just keeps me afloat.
What does that smell? It's Jazz.
And like so, like she can
Oh
fly.
no.
But can she
Oh,
also
dear.
like? Is it
Too much
is
brie.
cheese jazz also like cheese detector? Does she have like a cheese sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
A cheese tingle.
Oh my gosh,
A
yes,
tingle.
the cheese
A
tingle.
jingle. Oh no.
The jazzy tingle. It's like the Peter tingle.
Jazzy tingle.
Do you have any tips on naming places in D&D, Jenny?
No.
A lot of the
No.
places you've named after, like you've.
Some of them are named after like variants on places that we know in real life. So there's a video on Patreon that I made where I sort of break down a whole continent as it is currently, and I go through some of the names and stuff that are on the map. So some of them are named are variants on places that we know in real life. In general, a lot of my D&D stuff comes from real life. So, especially when I'm looking at geography and stuff, I really do actually pull up Google Maps and I like take a look at names. And I sort of look for common themes and, you know, the etymology of words to see, like, and you don't have to do this, by the way. You can just sort of word generator everything, you know, whatever is easiest for you. But like, it's one of the things I'm super interested in, and one of the things I find interesting rather to do. So like, let's talk about like Britain, Land's End. That's a really obvious one, right? It's the very end of Cornwall. It's the very tip of Britain.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm trying to think of ones that aren't that aren't related to places that we actually live.
Right.
So I don't want to give it away where we're all from. But then you've got like London is the modern variant on Londinium, which is the Roman name.
Right.
You know, like I think Grimsby is named after Grim. You know, it's Grimsby.
Oh.
But you can't quote me on that. And then you sort of like look at how. So that's like. You know, it's okay to name a place literally after what it is. Basically, is what I'm saying. That happens quite a lot.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, and then maybe make it into a different language. I use Google Translate quite a lot and chop words together.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why sometimes people say, "Oh, hey, did you know that this is this in this language?" I'm like, "Yeah, probably."
Yep.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't remember.
Oh, Chaos said, "Hey Jazz, what if for the next subscriber milestone you make your own cheese at home?"
Oh my god,
yes,
Jazz.
Chaos. Yes.
That sounds
What is
so
the
much
next
fun.
milestone?
Man, making mozzarella at home is actually really easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do it. I've never made cheese before.
Mozzarella is the best.
Me and Matt went through this like really weird period when, you know, when he would come over to my flat and be a lush.
Yeah.
We would watch. We'd get drunk and either we'd watch the screensaver on the Apple TV, or we would watch this like slightly polite Australian man like make cheese in his kitchen for some reason. Like, we always go back to his videos. I think we got I think we've got another coffee thing, Kofi.
Oh, excuse me.
If it makes me do the robot, prove you're not a robot anymore. That was Everlasting Ray. I think the second one is from.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, it went really quiet. I was just checking you were still
Oh
there.
no, Jazz, don't fucking both names beginning with J.
I'm sorry.
We're just here to trip you up, Amy. I think.
What is language?
Our friend Katie has sent us some money on coffee.
Oh,
Katie.
See on.
Oh my gosh.
Open. Just confirming. Yeah,
That's so
Katie.
sweet.
Katie.
Katie, you did
I
not need to
love
do
you,
that.
Katie.
Thank you very much, though.
Thanks, Catherine.
Oh, you're going to get in trouble,
I
Amy.
know, that's what I said it.
There's some Unis Arnasing going on in the chat.
Oh yeah.
There's some what?
Unasanas.
Unis Arnas.
Oh.
People
Which
are
is
just
like 1
chanting.
year.
I think because we talked about cheese, making cheese, they might have done that in one of their videos.
I don't know. I didn't
Eunice
watch.
Arnas was such a good time.
It was real cute. I loved it.
No, I liked it. It was fun.
I'm
loved
aware
it.
of Markiplier because like who isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Alex introduced me to Unis Arnas when we were taking care of him shortly after his surgery, and we were like, and we were sitting in the kitchen, and we were just sitting watching Unis Arnas. Such a good time.
Bless him. He was such a soft little bread roll.
So droopy.
Don't talk to me in your cheese voice, Jazz. I don't know what my cheese voice is.
Oh, it's from
The latest episode of Among Us.
where you were chasing everybody with your cheese voice.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, we recorded that.
You were like, hello, it's me.
Oh, I'm trying to get you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, there we go. There's the cheese voice.
There she is.
It's the dance of Italy.
This ink is
Is it?
very thick. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
If you don't dance, and if you don't dance, then you're no friend of mine. You can dance if you wanna. Leave
You
our
can
friends
leave your friends
behind.
behind.
Okay.
What was the song that we kept getting stuck in our head in last week's stream?
Oh no, I can't remember.
Oh,
I can't remember what it was, but me and Jenny
Oh.
kept breaking it.
Because of my.
What was
costume.
it?
Park life.
Oh my god, Park Life. Yeah, it was that bloody voice
Yeah,
that we
it
kept
said
breaking.
exactly
It was
like
like the
that.
epitome of
When you
Britain.
said last week, I was like, last week was 6 years ago. Like,
Yeah,
for
it
some reason,
was,
my
you're
brain was like,
correct.
that was a long time ago.
A really funny thing to me about
No, banned,
um,
illegal, says Chaos.
the really funny thing to me about Park Life is that I feel like a lot of people know of the song that goes "How Bizarre,"
Oh my
right? Because
God.
of TikTok
Yeah.
/ Instagram.
How bizarre.
How bizarre! How bizarre! Right? But they
Yeah.
don't really know that there's like that for a really long time. That was just what all English music sounded like.
Oh god, yeah.
There
it
was
really
like
was.
you know, sound of the underground,
Yeah.
the beat of the drums go round and round, and then in the background it's like, on Wednesdays I think about going outside. I'm rudely awakened by the dustman.
That's
Oh,
basically what lockdown's been like for us, though.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
that's how we know a week has passed, because we can hear the dustman outside. You know, we think about going outside, but we don't actually go outside.
Bad
Oh,
time
the
was
people.
so many people, and we all go hand in hand.
I'm so upset right now.
Hand in hand through our part life.
Life.
I thought I left the
No,
90s
You
and the
thought that
2000s behind.
You left
no.
this back last week. No, it's coming back.
it's all right here.
Dear me. Would you like a cheese fact?
Always.
Always.
I found this one quite interesting. Cheese.
This is
comes
very
from the
Lewis
Latin-
Brindley, isn't it?
Excuse me?
It's so Lewis Brindley, isn't it? Weird boy.
The difference being though is that when Lewis is like, "Hey, do you want a fact?" and everybody's like, "Yeah," it's like they actually don't want to know what it is, and then he tells them it anyway.
You have to hear this.
I want to hear your cheese facts, Jazz. Go.
Yeah,
go.
sorry.
Cheese, and this is like in little apostrophes, comes from the Latin word caseus. I believe that's how you pronounce it anyway. You can punish me if I'm wrong. Which has been found to mean to ferment or to sour.
Oh.
Oh,
Lovely.
sour.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
To ferment or to sour. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that fact.
That's
I'll
very
give
good.
you another one in like 10 minutes or something,
Alright.
you know,
Okay.
if I feel generous. They're like in my pocket. I pull them out on pieces of paper.
All I can just think of is like Jazz Brindley.
Jazz Brindley.
We've got our very own Brindley, everybody.
I'm like the South Coast Pusher.
Oh no,
Sussex pusher.
what's what's like what's like a place in the southeast that
What do you
I
mean?
don't know,
what's a
Brighton?
place in the southeast?
like what's a well-known name?
Hastings?
Well,
No, like
Brighton.
an area, like a
area. Oh.
like
Oh.
you've got like Handon Park, or
Oh, I
you've
don't know.
got
Beachy Head. That's really well known.
Yeah, but we don't want you to be the beachy head pusher, Jasmine.
Why
It's
not?
a bit of a sensitive subject.
Woo!
I mean, Beth just said it, beats your head. What about the cuckoo? The Cookmere. That's a big old river. The Cookmere pusher.
Hey, could somebody? Sorry,
The long man pusher.
this is not. I
Jazz
said, can
the
somebody?
Pusher Brindley. Except
Shall I do it?
that's not my
Okay, I'll
last
just do
name.
it.
Sorry, Jenny.
No, I was gonna ask Beth to tweet something saying that we're live, but I could do it.
Oh.
And also, I said,
Beach-
I looked at the chat and I said I was going to say, could somebody tweet this for me, as if the 69, 70 people watching this will have access to our Twitter account.
Yeah.
But if you are on Twitter,
just
do
that
tweet about
close
that for
now.
me. Use hashtag
Jazz is the next pusher.
hashtag cheese pusher.
Something about raw milk. Oh my. Oh well, yeah.
Oh my god,
cheese.
Jazz the peer pusher.
The peer pusher.
But that sounds like peer pressure.
There are a lot of. I was gonna say there are a lot of pushers. There are a lot of peers on the south coast.
Do you think
yeah.
anybody in the chat even knows what we're talking about?
Probably not.
So
This is true.
there's this. It's a bit of a joke. It's not true, but there is. So there's a city in England called Bristol, and Bristol is a port town with a really big. It's an estuary, so it's got a really big river flowing through it, and because it flows immediately into the Irish Sea. It's got quite a riptide, and if you fall in it at night, much like if you fall in the Thames, you're likely to be swept out. And maybe 3 years ago now, there was this period where a lot of drunk people were falling in the river. And you know, like, I don't think anybody died, but they all came pretty close to it. Like, they were in the water for much longer than you should be. And, you know, they'd fall in all of their, like, going out gear, and then they would come out in their pants because the water had ripped all their clothes off, right? Really, really scary. But there's this joke about another YouTuber called Lewis Brindley from the Yogscast that he was I don't know how this started, that he was pushing them into that, like, but I think it started that the idea was that, oh, what if it isn't them drunk people falling in the river? What if it's somebody, a serial killer, trying to kill people by pushing them in? And that starts this rumor about the Bristol pusher, and then the joke becomes that it's Lewis Brindley, the YouTuber. And here we are. If you ever find us on Red Dead Online, you'll
the
Oh
find
Bristol pushers.
the Bristol pushers. That's us.
My word.
Honestly, I only knew half of that story. I didn't realise that there was actually like people falling in and stuff. And wow.
It's just so typical of Yogscast to be like,
Yeah, that
it's
is.
this person.
Yeah, like it's,
Like
Okay.
our posse in Red Dead Online is called the Bristol Pushers, which it never fails to make me laugh, and it fucking pops up on the screen. Like, we're all, if you don't play that game, when you go into like multiplayer matches and stuff, it shows your group in the loading screen, like walking towards the camera, and then you'll stop and you pull a pose with like all your guns and stuff, and then it goes black and white as if it was taking a
Picture.
old like flash picture, and then the name of the posse comes up over the top. Never fails to make me laugh. But also, to begin with, we all named our horses different words. So Amy's horse was called Lewis, Matt's horse was called Brindley, mine was called Bristol, and Phil's was called Pusher.
And what's so funny about like Phil having a horse called Pusher? It's like we'd all like charge off across the map, and Phil's like on this level 1 horse that can barely move, and he's like, "Come on, Pusher, let's go."
Yeah.
He's
Tim,
like,
I
"Yo,
got a
good
better
boy,
horse,
Pusher."
and so that the joke can still work, I named it Cardiff, which is across
Can
the
we?
river
I'm
from
just
Bristol.
gonna get Phil in for a second just to do his good boy voice.
Oh yeah.
Good boy, Pusher.
You're a good boy, Pusher. You're a good boy.
Thank you, Phil.
Shout out in
He's
chat
here
for
all day.
Phil and his good boy Pusher.
Good boy, Pusher.
Yeah, like good
You're
boy.
a good boy.
A skirt lash, isn't it, love?
What am I drawing? I'm drawing Mina at the beach. The tall lady in the beach in her cute, frilly swimming costume.
And you are doing a beautiful job. She's stunning. So longy legs.
Okay, I am now going to, now that we're half an hour in, going to tell you to do the things that I should have told you to do at the beginning of this stream.
Oh my gosh.
So can you help us stay above 28k? We hit 28,000 subscribers maybe last week, which is super cool. We're so grateful. I don't know why I said it like that.
So grateful.
So grateful. Oh my god. We are actually genuinely very, very grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. But if you aren't subbed, because I know some of you aren't, I look at the comments and it tells me if you're subscribed to the channel or not. Please do that. We would like it very much. Thank you very much.
I will send you a cheese parcel.
She won't.
Of my own creation.
She won't.
No, I won't. I won't. But
Maybe
if I
maybe
could, I
Jazz,
would.
if you leave a comment on this video stream telling us that you subscribed, maybe Jazz will reply with a cheese fact. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I absolutely will.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that.
The next thing is, if you have heard of our podcast, Kadar FM, we have a survey we'd like you to take that takes 3 minutes and does not ask for any personal information. Basically, we just want to know if you would listen to it if it was on a streaming platform like Spotify, and then if you have any like thoughts or opinions and stuff. There is a link to that in the description to the stream. So please do that. That would be super helpful.
Let us know what you think.
What else do I need to talk about?
Please.
I think everything else can wait till the end.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if you like the stuff we're doing, you can support us
Yeah.
through Ko-fi, and on patreon.com/ShriekingWizard. And
No, don't delete your drawing. Keep going.
Keep
Sorry,
going.
someone said that they saw my picture and they looked at their drawing and they want to delete it. Don't do that.
no,
Don't
No,
do that.
no. I don't do art very often, like the drawing kind anyway. And the thing that I can tell you about all kinds of art is that the best way to learn is to finish it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're
absolutely.
doing, finish it.
And never,
Finish
ever,
that
ever
drawing.
compare your art to other people.
Yeah, no, 'cause that
Because
sucks.
Yeah,
everyone else's art style is different. Just remember that.
it's so true.
Oh yeah, and thanks everybody who did the survey and is subscribed and stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks so
You're
much.
our favourites.
Amy, you can't have favourites.
I can and I will.
Look, don't tell the others, but you listening,
Aw,
you're my favourite.
what a good time. Good people.
I remember being drunk at a party once because I did that a lot when we were in uni.
Yeah.
I did once a week.
Every week.
Mm.
Terrible time.
Yeah.
Don't remember a lot of it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it.
Actually, and before you move on, I'm going to say it wasn't all a terrible time. Well, it was pretty good because we would it was good for about an hour and a half, where we'd all sit around in a circle and just be like really wiped out, like tired, drunk, and
Yeah.
then the first years would arrive, and then we'd have to leave.
Yeah, it would
And then
get
it
a
would
bit
be
because they
bad.
were, like,
Yeah.
too hardcore
And
for us.
when I'm drunk, I'm social with everyone. I'll literally talk to anyone and I'll literally do
This is
anything.
true.
So I will just disappear on one of those. Anyway, one of the girls at the party was like, "Don't tell anyone, but you're my favourite." And I was like, and then I told everyone.
I was thinking
Katie,
the other
she's
day
there.
about sorry, Jazzy TP says, "Hey wizards, why don't we do random things that are like British only things, like an English versus American versus rest of the world?" Sure, I mean we can. Does anybody have anything that they think is uniquely American or uniquely wherever you are from? Because I mean, there's
Yeah.
lots of things that are uniquely British, like our racist monarchy, for example.
I was more thinking about, like, I don't know, scones or something.
Yeah.
Depends how
Nice.
political we're thinking of getting, really, doesn't it?
Well, here's
Maybe
a
not
very
too
basic one.
political.
Americans have this thing called English muffins or something,
Oh, yeah.
which we don't have here. I don't think I've ever eaten one.
Wait,
What, a
what?
crumpet?
No,
No,
I have
an
English
English muffin.
muffins all the
I
time.
was going to say, have you not? I've seen you eat crumpets. Stop lying.
I
You
get
criminal!
English muffins.
You're a
from
liar!
Tesco
You know what a
all the
fucking
time.
crumpet is.
Everyone here does.
Is Vegemite
Whoa.
different to Marmite?
Yes.
Yeah,
It is?
It's similar, but it is different.
How?
Is
How?
it
It's
yeast
worse.
based?
Similar way, but it doesn't taste the same.
Is it
It's-
not just
it's
yeast
worse.
extract?
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
They use yeast extract just that they do for Marmite, but it's made differently.
Isn't it made from a different thing?
Because
Yeah.
Marmite's just literally they just scrape it off of the bottom of the tank.
Oh, so
So
good.
Vegemite, they do that and then they do something to it.
No,
Sorry, I'm turning away from the microphone because I'm talking to Oliver, our sound engineer, who's giving me the Vegemite details. I'm not going to Google it. The last time I Googled something on this podcast, it was jellied eels, and we never came back from it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the jellied eels.
Let's
Have
have a look.
I
Horrible
like
Histories
English
is
muffins.
absolutely banging.
Oh, what a good show.
Cannot
you,
recommend it
You
enough.
guys should listen to a podcast called You're Dead to Me
Mhm.
by, is it Greg Jenner? That's his name,
Yes,
isn't it?
it
He
is.
actually co-wrote Horrible Histories.
Yeah, he was the chief historian
wow.
on
Yeah.
Horrible Histories. Yeah.
10 out of 10 podcast would
Mhm,
give it a
mhm.
listen. So good.
He strikes me as like, you know how, so like the Pythons, for example, like Monty Python.
oh,
Pythons,
yeah.
And then like Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie and Rowan Atkinson and piss, what's his name? Baldrick, Tony Robinson.
Hmm.
They all like went to Cambridge and they all came out of like the comedy club at Cambridge, but like
Oh, Tabby.
a bunch of them
Thank you,
are-
Tabby.
oh my god, Tabby, thank you very much for the 999 Freedom Eagles and 99 red
It's got different
balloons.
vegetable and spice extracts on it.
Oh, I see.
It's
It's not
gross.
just yeast extract; it's other stuff mixed in. Gross. What the fuck was I talking about?
Greg Jenner.
Oh, right. He reminds me of... So, like, there are a lot of people who used to be Pythons that before the Pythons made it onto TV went to do their actual career that they went to Cambridge to study for. So, like, there were a whole bunch of doctors in the NHS who, like, came out of Cambridge and who just did comedy, like, you know, really peak level Pythons comedy because it was just a club that they were in at uni, right?
God.
And Greg Jenner reminds me of that kind of vibe where
Yeah.
it's like history is what I'm here to do, but also I just happen to be really funny.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 human being. Fucking, we watched, I think we've already told this story. We watched the Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail on Christmas Day because I was like, yeah, I can watch this. I was so wrong. And like, we got 3/4 of the way through and I was like, okay, I'm done now. And
You
Ollie
just
was like,
kept going.
and Ollie was like, no, we're still going. And I was just screaming towards the end of the film. I was like, where will it end?
It really reminds
Don't
me
watch
of...
things
I
very
think
well.
I appreciated when I watched it the first time when I was in school, like really how accessible it is in terms of like they just fucking got a camera and stuck it in a field and then clumped around together in a field
Absolutely ridiculous.
with like £10,000 maybe
what
for the whole movie.
absolutely insane movie.
It was so that was a good time.
The fucking cow, the paper mache cow, destroyed me.
Do any of our executive producers have any specific questions or examples for this thing that we would like to talk about? Because if not, I'm going to scroll back up to the top of this conversation. Vegemite is apparently different to Marmite. So we do have a thing, but we don't have the like spice or whatever mixed in. Throwing cheeseburgers at people as a party game.
Why
Don't
would you
can't
waste
say
the
that-
cheeseburgers?
Yeah, it seems like
Don't do that. I
A
want to eat my
wild
Big
thing
Mac,
to do.
thank you.
Yeah, same.
Darren is in the chat. What in fresh hell are shrimps and bananas? A very top tier sweet.
Yeah, Jenny's all for that.
Foamy.
I fucking love
Yeah.
those. They're like foamy. They're
Foamy
in the
sweets.
shapes of shrimps and bananas, but they're not actually flavored like that.
No,
The
that'd be
Yeah,
bananas,
they're
well, actually, the
flavoured like the
bananas are
colours.
flavored like banana, but like fake banana. And
Banana?
the
The
shrimps are
colour
supposed to be
yellow.
raspberry, I think. They're really good. They're foamy sweets.
You're a
They're
Excellent.
yellow and pink flavoured.
Um,
If a colour could have a flavour. Kimberly! Thank you.
Nahum Animate says, in South Africa we call hot dogs Viennas, which I don't think is that unusual.
Kimberly, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, Kimberly, you don't have to do it like as if it's like...
I think you have to do.
Yeah, it's not like the laundry that you forgot to do, okay? It's very generous of you, but you don't have to do it.
No pressure, dude. But we really
thank you
do
very
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So kind.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Should we go back up to... Chaos did apologise about the jelly deals again, but you know, can you ever really truly apologise?
Banana taffy.
It's on tape. It's never going away. Crumpets and muffins are both bangers. You are right, Artie Fexy.
I have had an English muffin. Don't like them that much though. I remember
I
trying
love
to
'em.
explain to an American once, this person who I was friends with a very long time ago, what a crumpet was, and they kept being like, "So an English muffin?" I was like, "No, it's not an
No,
English
it's
muffin.
They're very different.
It's so different." It's like, what can't you understand about this? Just Google it. It's a muffin. It's not a
English
muffin. It's a crumpet.
muffins are the ones that you get at McDonald's with their breakfast menu.
And then they told me I was making it up, and then I was calling it the wrong thing. I was like, "You're wrong." And
Look,
crumpets are superior
I'm the
to
British one. I
everything.
know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
They exist, mate.
Crumpets have holes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather not describe it like that because then it makes me not want to eat it.
Melancholy Illustrates asked, did you learn anything interesting about the jelly deals when you googled them? To which I would say that yes, it turns out that they're jellied because they contain... So when you catch them, it used to be a thing, I don't know if they still are, but they are in
We'll never move on from this
the
conversation.
River Thames, which is why they're like a Cockney food, right? You don't really eat them outside of the East End of London.
Shouldn't eat them anyway, they're gross.
But you catch them, you chop them up, and then you boil them in water with spice or whatever, herbs, I suppose, and a bit of salt. And then you pour the whole lot out into like your pie mold or whatever, or into a bowl. The video I watched was a dude with a big stainless steel bowl, and then you stick it in the fridge, and then you pull it out, and they contain whatever it is, the collagen or whatever that makes them jelly in their own liquids. So
That's disgusting.
jelly
So
deals.
gross.
That sounds like a texture I never want in my mouth.
Beth asks, is the milkman a UK thing or is that a universal thing?
I think it's a universal thing. I think they have a milkman in America. America?
I don't imagine you have the milkman in the southern states though, surely. Because you can't leave milk out on the side of the street if it starts at 32 degrees C.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The milkman, well, he delivers milk. There we go. That's who he is. And I do remember when I was a kid, my mum had a bunch of her friends over and they had tea in the conservatory, and she was like, okay, great, the milk. So I went in, I got the bottle of milk, which was in a glass bottle because we were still having it delivered by the milkman then. And I took it out to the table, and like a couple of her friends were from Belfast, and they were very, very surprised to see that milk was still being delivered in glass bottles because during the Troubles, so many of them were used as Molotov cocktail grenades that they just stopped delivering them in glass bottles.
Wow. Do people have people just randomly selling boiled peanuts?
Oh.
No?
I think that's a southern US thing, right? Boiled peanuts, because you put them in Coke or something.
Coke?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know how I feel about that.
Crunchy Coke? No thanks.
No.
I have a question. If you guys are going to go on holiday anywhere, where would you like to go?
I think I'd like to go back to Somerset.
Where is that again?
Somerset. It's other way,
towards-
innit?
That way. Sideways, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not
It's like
about-
towards
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Cornwall,
that's
but
no good
up
for
a
anybody.
little.
Dorset.
It's the one before Dorset, innit?
Yeah.
Skirt Lash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love?
Still down the bottom, but it's to the
Somerset,
side.
Dorset,
Like a
Devon,
little bit lower than
It's to the west.
Andover.
Where's
In order,
but
that's no good.
out a
Somerset,
bit more,
Dorset,
yeah.
Devon, Cornwall.
All right, country boy.
all right?
No, you can't.
All right, just because you grew up on the ACO3.
It's really nice there.
I practically did the amount of times I went up and down it.
Yeah. No, we all did. It's okay. We're from the West Coast, so it's fine.
What about you?
Somerset, where cider is banging, but your Wi-Fi is shite. How about me? I would really like to go to Norway.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
100%. Although I'm really bad with the cold, but I would love to go.
You were awful at the cold.
I would actually die. I'd get off the plane and die instantly, but
But you would have been there.
I would have been there.
I
I want to go. I'd like to go to some places here because I feel like I haven't, even though I've been in England my entire life, I haven't been around it much. I haven't really left.
There's some beautiful places around.
Yeah, I haven't really been outside of the southeast.
Everlasting Ray asks, what does lush mean? Lush is like luscious, right? It's like really,
Yeah.
really good. When you say girt lash, girt is like really. Bristolian for really.
Wow.
Bristolian.
Yeah, it's because like down in the West Country, where you start tapering off to Cornwall, because the Cornish still think that they want to be independent, and they're still banging on about having their own language and stuff. Like, all the power to them and stuff. But that's why we've still got like Gert Lash. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to draw this hat.
I've heard
I don't wanna
lush
do
used to
that.
describe plant life, like a lush forest. Yeah, is that, but like much more stupid.
When
I
when I read the plant life bit, I just in my head I sang it as park life. This isn't a plant life. It's just stuck there now.
It's never
But
going
like
to
really
It's like the
unenthusiastic.
jelly deal conversation. It's never going to go away.
These are things that will come back to every live stream.
Lush sounds to me like it's fancy.
Yeah, fancy, lush. Like a lush
yeah,
carpet.
except like you
Well,
know.
you described Matt as a lush, but that's different,
That's
right?
Oh, that's
a
like drunk lush.
Okay, so lush. We've got lush as in like lush forests, right? Which is used to describe lots and lots of life. You know,
Yeah.
really beautiful, rich
Bountiful.
forest. And then you got
Yeah.
lush as in Matthew Kemp, as in like he would come over and lie on the sofa and drink a bottle of wine. Okay.
Out of a goblet.
Yeah. Which is kind of in a similar way where like we're saying really, really rich, right? Like you
Yeah.
might say that chocolate is very lush if it's very, very rich chocolate. A very lush chocolate cake or something. And then
Lush
you've got like
is also a bath bomb company.
yes, Lush is also a company that makes hygiene products, which is a very sterile way of describing the store. And then you got Lush as in the way that you'd say it in Bristol, which is like it is derived from all of those meanings, except you use it so frequently that it kind of has lost a lot of that. In the same way that you would say when you say lol, which means laugh out loud, actually all you did was you know.
Yeah.
So lush as in like, oh, this coffee is lush, or skirt lash. Girt being like, so to girt originally means to be surrounded by, encompassed. So
Oh my
the
goodness.
Australian national anthem is Our Island Girt by Sea. But in Bristol,
This fucking explanation
In
is going to go
Bristol.
on for 1,000 years, Jenny. Get to the point.
I am. It's skirt lash, isn't it, love?
There we go. Fucking hell.
Why is this word so complicated? Because the English language is full of
Bullshit.
bullshit.
It's terrible.
Ugh.
It's awful. Though you know when you got two words, or two words that are spelt the same, but they mean different things, like read and red, for example.
Yeah.
There and there.
Yes.
Live and live.
More specifically, where like live and life is a really good. No. Like the word is the same. Like read and read, R-E-A-D. It's the same spelling both ways. But the difference is, you put the emphasis on a different part of the word, and that's true for all of English. This conversation,
Welcome
I'm realising,
to
is
the Shrieking Wizard channel, where we give
very
you free English
dense.
lessons.
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 Fish. What did I say earlier that made you laugh? Oh, in New Zealand, you don't say ped, you say pin.
Pin. You pass me the pin.
Oh my goodness,
using
Amy!
the I
What?
word,
Why are you
use the U.
screaming?
So fush.
So, this is like an art stream, right?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna be like
Drawing.
another cheesy fact, and then I was like, maybe I should ask Amy about art.
If you want, I don't know what sort of answer I can give you. Give me a question, I'll try and answer it.
You're drawing with like kind of like a pencil-y kind of thing.
Pencil.
Right.
That. What do you mean?
Well,
What,
like it's
the physical thing that I'm holding, or
no,
like
no. The brush, right?
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a pencil-y type of style. I've seen a few people using that at the moment, and I don't understand how you draw the thing with like a pencil brush, yeah, and then you like color it with like block color, yeah.
I have no idea what you're asking me right now.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a question.
Are you asking me what brush do I use, or like are you asking me what technique I'm using?
Yeah. Technique.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just
I tried.
the technique is this is what I know, so I'm gonna use it, and then it will slowly evolve over time and get a little bit better.
How about a cheese fact then?
Sure.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna ask me like a genuine art question.
Well, I was, yeah.
What is this, chav? Yeah.
But I've been possessed by park life. So milk is boiled at a high temperature before the curds and liquid whey is separated. And rennet, which is an enzyme found in the stomach of mammals, is
Gross.
added.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Oh, this one
Um,
sounds better. Some cheeses can be curdled by adding lemon juice or vinegar. There you go. Cheese fact.
There is a Kiwi in the chat.
Oh,
who's
yeah?
saying that they personally don't say fish and chips, like the way that thing
What?
pin.
Fish and chips.
So hello, my New Zealand friend. I don't even want to know what time it is where you are,
Christ,
Um,
you're in like the next day.
Go to bed.
but I'm going to say that I'm pretty obsessed with your accent at the moment because, first of all, it's very very hard for me to stop doing it. Like Australian and New Zealand have accents that if I hear literally 3 seconds of, I cannot help but duplicate back to you. But also I'm listening to The Worst Idea of All Time at the moment, which is a podcast hosted by Tim and Guy. Tim Bats and Guy Montgomery, which is like the most ex-colonial English name I've ever heard in my life. What they do is they watch the same movie or the same piece of media over and over again. So season 2, which is what I'm listening to at the moment, they watch Sex and the City 2 once a week for a year. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, if you think that this kind of madness is where you find your entertainment, then you should also check out The Worst Idea of All Time.
I just had an idea.
Mm?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a photo album on my phone.
Uh-huh.
It's called Choose Your
Alright.
Fighter.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I put a Choose Your Fighter photo on the screen and then
Yeah.
we talk about the context of that photo?
Yeah, we can do.
yeah, that sounds great.
I need to airdrop it to myself, so
Can I, while you're airdropping it, can I ask Jenny a question?
go for it.
So a kiwi, right?
Mm-hmm.
You call. Can you explain it to me? Can you explain kiwi to me?
Kiwi's what I don't know if it's I don't know if it's I don't think it's universal, but it's what we call what British people call people from New Zealand.
Right.
I don't know what because you know how like you'd say that we are British, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the like past tense or whatever of New Zealand is. New Zealander
Right.
doesn't
I
sound
suppose so,
right.
but that's quite long.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
weird, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why we call them Kiwi. I think it's something to do with the war. Usually
Is it to do with the bird, the kiwi bird?
I think so.
Because I keep thinking it's the fruit. Like every time you say it, I just imagine a
Choose a
fruit.
picture from the album while I continue to draw, and then tell me which one, and then I'll send it to myself.
in Bulford Camp, which is a army camp in Britain, there is a you know how like you have a white horse carved into a side of the hill. There's a white kiwi bird, which is something to do with the New Zealand like platoon or whatever. Platoon's not the fucking word, but you know, like a regiment of New Zealand soldiers. Let's pick one that's not going to.
That's not going to.
There is. I have actually got an idea of what the context is. A lot of these are just Matt's face.
Yeah, because Matt is the most ridiculous human being I've ever come across in my entire life.
I love how I can hear that was a struggle of a sentence.
Because I remember that one.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's what we also call ourselves. So there we go. That's fine then. Every time I say it, I'm a little bit worried that it's offensive, but they carved the fucking bird into the hillside, so I guess
It's fine. Yeah, must be fine.
Where have you gone?
Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh the stream so I can actually see.
Amy is holding a cat in her little emoji. Yes, that's a little boo.
That's Boobin.
That's some boo.
Booby.
Okay, right. Sorry, I'm just moving my windows.
Isn't it remarkable
Window?
considering who we are as people that at no point at any time has anybody called Boo tit or Titty?
Titty.
Today.
Titterino. Okay, so I'm gonna drift an image onto the screen.
Drift.
Matthew, watch.
So ready for this.
I'm very sorry, but Jenny did this.
I wish you could do it in Whirly Kid style, where it's like.
How badly are we about to shame that?
Quite badly.
Okay. There he is. King among kings.
Such a majestic man.
Wow, that was on my birthday.
Yeah.
That was my 21st birthday, and everyone had to dress up like me. So he was wearing a bright yellow top, but
I can't
then
believe you've done this.
Phil and Matt were in this tiny paddling pool that we had out in the garden, and so they decided to tie their shirts up and like stick their bums out and pull funny faces.
Aww. You could have.
It does kind of remind me of like a bird.
Right. Aw. I'm sorry, Matthew. I didn't do this. Jenny did.
Like a bird caught in the
Look,
headlights.
I was asked to
and
choose
it's
a
kind of
photo.
accepted its
and
fate.
honestly, Matthew, of the ones in that album, this is one of the better ones.
What?
Anyway, I just think I remember it being very, very hot,
It's
but
beautiful.
also not hot enough really for the paddling pool. The paddling pool being very, very cold.
I remember the paddling pool having the same water in it for about 2 weeks, and you still got in it.
And there was a lot of Matt and Phil sort of semi-naked in that pool. Did I see
Yeah,
his butt maybe
yeah.
3 times that day? I feel. Moonshoes Potter. We always manage to talk about Matt or his ass. Yeah, we
Yep.
do.
I mean, it's a good topic, so why not?
Oh my goodness.
He does have
I
a
d-
very expressive face.
He does.
Kind of.
I have a
get-
picture of him where he looks like Mr. Bean.
Oh, I might
Everlasting Ray says, "Is this the revenge for Trenchfoot slander?"
Yeah, probably. Why not?
My memory is so bad that I know that that's like an inside joke thing going on here, but I don't know how Everlasting Ray knows that.
Matt
And-
was kind of like
Sorry,
outing Amy for her.
We were on with
feet.
RFM and Amy dropped in via Discord.
Yeah,
trench
of
foot.
course.
No, I didn't talk about my trench foot. Because I talked about how my feet hurt.
Yeah,
And then Matt talked about the trench foot.
and Matt talked about
Like,
how you had
The thing there
A
was
long
that
time
for
ago.
a second I was like really like scared. I didn't know how Everlasting Ray knew that. I was worried. I was like, "Are you a person we know in real life?" Amy's drawing Mina from High Hopes There Rolls in her beach gear.
She's such a pretty lady.
It's a whole Kadar FM title. I'm sorry. Can I call you Ray? I'm very sorry. I have a memory like a sieve.
Kadar FM today on Amy's trench foot. Thanks. I love my friends.
Love it. We love you.
I think I named it as well.
Yeah, of course you did.
Okay, so I have a question about like high hopes and stuff.
Mhm.
Right, so you know how like Amy's like got a thing for Hydrocell,
Oh, fuck's sake. Why are we gonna get a break? Leave me alone.
and also there are like other particular characters I won't name, but like Amy has like crushes on. Like you know, there's a particular character, a female, who you are very attracted to. But
I'm
like, is
confused.
it weird to be like slightly attracted to your own character?
No, because I think
No,
you
because I
need
think
to.
Mina's like just really like banging, you know.
I think you've
really
got to think
great.
you're like you've got to think highly of your character in a way, right? In
Yeah,
order
that's
to
true.
admire playing, like to enjoy playing them in a way.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like there has to be
definitely.
some form of admiration there, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. I think it's
Kaya,
mostly like the
or
way that
maybe
you draw
Liam,
Mina. You draw her like
donates £4
really
I know, I
attractive, and I'm
know.
like, damn.
and says, "Anyway, with that, cheese fact."
Oh, lime, thank you. Cheese fact. Yeah.
Whilst Jazz gets her cheese fact together, I'm just going to say goodbye
Oh.
to our Kiwi friend JLG,
Oh.
who is now departing this mortal plane, returning to the wilderness of New Zealand. It will be 4 weeks before we have enough electricity to access the internet
Oh
again.
my god.
They're joking.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out
Have
there
fun
in the
at end of
wilderness.
earth.
New Zealand is a place I want to go real badly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
me
yeah,
too.
absolutely. Mm.
It's one of those places where I would really like to see it in person, but also I don't want to put my dirty feet all over it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I've got a really interesting cheese fact here.
Oh yeah.
That basically requires me to list a bunch of cheeses. And I can't pronounce half of them, so I feel like it'd be really funny to hear me struggle.
Okay, cool.
The fact goes like this: there are many cheese. Nope, but I've already screwed it up.
Many cheese.
There are many types of cheese. Bel Paese, Bresse Bleu, Brie. I knew that one. Carefully. Is that like? It sounds like being careful. Carefully. Camembert. I know that one. Cheddar.
Mhm.
Cheshire. Cheshire. Cottage cheese. Cream cheese. Danish Blue. Demi-sel. Derby. Dunlop. Double Gloucester. There it's spelled Gloucester.
Jazz, you know Gloucester though. You know how to. That's an English cheese. That's an English.
It's like
place.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
I just call I call it Liam Perrins because I can't pronounce it. Even if it's not the Liam Perrins one, I still call it that because how do you do it?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. It's
Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Worcestershire.
Sure.
Oh, okay. So you drop the est bit, so it's not Worcestershire. It's
No.
just Worcestershire.
It's
See,
spelled
where do they-
Worcestershire,
why?
right?
British people
Yeah.
have to say
Yeah.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Like, what the hell?
Worcester.
But there's
Sure.
an extra
Not
bit
all of
in
us
it.
are high class, Oliver.
Why am I high?
I don't
There's
know,
a
'cause you know
cheese
how to
called
say words.
Gorgonzola.
Because you can speak the language
What a
we all speak.
Good cheese.
Yeah, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Hey, look, don't shame me in the chat.
Is from the Anglo-Saxon Gloucestershire, which is why it's difficult to say, but it's Gloucester.
Sorry.
Do you have any more cheeses on that list?
They're just like Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Cottage cheese.
You're a cottage cheese.
Cottage
is
cheese.
disgusting.
I feel like I don't mean to be rude here, but can we move on from the cheese facts?
Sure, if you want to.
Oh.
Do you want to talk
Look,
about?
just because you're intolerant doesn't mean we all are, alright?
Girl, this is my stream.
Man, I can't tell you, like, there's certain things about you, Amy, that are very, very you, okay? And one of them is, like, on the weekends listening to you scream because you're in pain because you've had a lot of dairy, okay? And then on Friday, when we come back from Tesco having done the food shopping. The food shopping. And me opening the fridge and seeing a pint of double cream and being like, oh yes, here we go again.
Didn't do that this week.
Congratulations.
Aw.
Very proud of you.
Didn't do it last week either.
I'm very proud of you.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have paella last week. Paella.
She's learning.
Oh,
I'm
Beth
not.
found a secret
That
bar of
money
chocolate. Amazing.
I could never be a velociraptor. I'm far too loud. I'd
Okay.
scare myself, right? Or I'd trip over a twig and be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
How
Oh my
about a
God.
question
Kimberly also
about
just been
high
doing
hopes
Babbish,
that
which is so
is
good.
more of a question?
What's that question, Jasmine?
Well, this is Mina at the beach, right?
Yeah.
What would it?
Right.
What would, I don't know why every time
Right.
I ask a question, I
Parkline.
turn in- Parkline. What would other people's like beach gear be like? You know, Hashaan, what would she wear at the beach?
Hashaan
Or
would
would
wear,
she not go to the
like-
beach?
Huge hat.
Oh my god, Hashaan would wear the bougiest fucking outfit. Like, human Hashaan
Amazing.
would, like, her and Mina would be, like, the hottest people at the beach.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Sure,
I
we've-
mean,
we
no,
have
no,
actually
yeah.
drawn them in swimming costumes before.
I've drawn Hashaan in my sketchbook, but I haven't actually drawn her
Ooh.
digitally. But she would wear, like, you know, like the 70s swimming costumes where they come up really high on, like, the hips and everything. Hashaan would wear, like, a bikini that comes up really high on the hips. It's, like, jet black bikini. She'd wear, like, a black kimono, big black hat, big cat eye shades. Yeah, just, like, she'd just look amazing. She'd be, like, the bougiest person there. And she'd, like, have, like, a cocktail or something.
Oh yes, absolutely. Mina would have a glass of wine.
Oh my god, Kimberly's villagers are wearing the Hashaan dress. Cookie and the pinkest and peppiest village ever.
Oh yes,
So sweet.
that's
Shall
so
we
cute.
Google what Cookie looks like so we can imagine her dressed as Hashaan.
What would Nagar wear at the beach?
He would wear
Trunks.
trunks and then, like, a copious amount of sunscreen.
Oh, I was gonna say like speedos.
He, like, misread the memo.
Not even that. He just wears
Oh my
a
god,
skirt.
so cute.
Wearing the plate mail dress. It's so funny. Yeah, Nagar would melt on the beach.
Yeah.
He's got a parasol.
There are NPCs I'm so desperate to get to.
Well, us. Or them.
Well, I mean, them.
Right.
them. They, you know who Nagar would die on the beach.
Rook would wear like long johns. Like he would wear like the long johns.
Oh, he's wearing like a, what do you call it? A wetsuit, a full-on wetsuit with
Yeah,
snorkels
yeah.
and everything, because he'd be studying like the
Gimgar would wear
sea life.
she would wear flip-flops with a really baggy t-shirt.
Nice.
And swimming trunks probably. Like super
Nice.
boyish beach boy outfit.
Oh yeah, little beach boy.
I imagine Torlin wearing like a really cute little swimming costume that's like kind of like Mina's, like really frilly, but it's like a full costume.
Yeah,
That's
full
like got a little
costume.
tutu on it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, one of those. Yes. She's got armbands as well. And little rubber ringy.
Artifexy's debating over whether or not to go to co-op. This is 8:10.
I feel like every time I go to a co-op, I'm gonna get stabbed.
mean, you've got, like, an hour.
Yeah, I don't want you to like. I don't. You
Got
should.
over an hour. You
It's,
got
it's
two-
nighttime.
50 minutes.
You know.
Yeah, but like, you know, you've got an hour of indecision.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, go to co-op. Why not?
Yeah, go get some snacks. Listen to us on the way.
But be safe.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
careful.
I mean, how far is it from your house would be the question that I would ask. And also, you know, do you have a decent co-op? I mean, none of them are bad. It's not like Tesco Express where some of them are really dodge. Because, you know, co-op tends to serve everybody, whereas Tesco Express is like just
Wrong
for people
layer.
who need energy drinks really quick.
I've forgotten what colour Mina is. She's blue.
Oh,
isn't she?
Kim. Yes, she's blue.
It is a
Um,
decent co-op.
Kimberly says your description of Hashaan in high fashion swimwear has inspired her to draw.
Yes.
Human
I would
Hashaan
love to
is
see
kind
that
of-
drawing afterwards. That would be really cool.
Yeah, it'd be really fun. I'd love to see that.
Georgie says co-op is scary, Rip, and they are right.
Oh,
Co-op
hey,
is very
somebody
scary.
purchased us a coffee. I will once again do the weird sort of dance through the email
So-
to
Ooh.
find who it was.
So Jasmine, I have a quick question.
Mhm. Okay.
What colours would Mina wear at the beach?
Mm,
'Cause she's blue. I was gonna go for like a blue and white plaid kind of pattern, but then again,
Mhm.
she's blue herself. So
No, I think that could work. Like, if her skin tone was kind of like a purpley blue, then you could go for a blue and white
I was wondering like how grown
thing.
up her swimming costume is, like, because you know how like little girls always have like flowers and stuff, and, like you could pink. What colour does Mina wear anyway?
she wears yellow, pink, and blue. No.
Swimming costumes are very in at the
Oh my
moment.
god, what colour is her outfit?
Yeah, it's yellow, pink, and blue, but it's
Pants
like
are
a
pink.
turquoisey blue.
Yeah.
she's
Her
got
top's blue
yellow
and,
a
her sash is
turquoise.
yellow.
Yeah.
No, her top's yellow, her sash is. Oh my god. I'm just gonna.
You're confusing me now. I don't know.
Chaos
Gonna
for
look
the
at the
coffee.
speech paint.
They said
Kimberly
"Hello,
was
wizards.
asking a question.
I'm sorry I've
about-
lived up to my name a little too well and wrought so much chaos. Here's to all of the jelly deals we will never escape and the terrible things I say. The terrible, terrible things you say. Thank you very much. That's very
Oh, what's
kind
that
of you.
question?
I love that I can just search our campaign.
Kimberly is asking what kind of build would human Hashaan have?
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams.
Ugh. 100% Serena Williams.
Yes.
There's also art of her, art of human Hashaan on my Instagram.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Beth's
yeah.
just put that in the chat that you have drawn her and is on your Instagram. Thanks, Beth. Pointing people in the right direction.
Oh, she does have a blue sash. It's yellow top, blue sash, pink.
Oh yeah,
pink
yeah,
pants.
yeah. Yeah.
Pink pantu. She'd be buff as fuck.
That's a
what-
nice blue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Works
That's-
out.
She be buff. She sure be buff. Yes, she does.
I will say one of the major
Hashaan is
benefits of
buff.
making your D&D campaign into a animated show is that you can actually Google stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes though I do Google stuff that isn't, that's just still just in my head.
If Hashaan isn't ripped, absolutely shredded, I would be disappointed. Well, she is. She's stronger than Nagar, and I will never let him forget it.
Hey,
You heard it here
all
first.
subscribed to our YouTube channel? Hey, have you? Hey, did you know that you could you can send a super chat to the thing? I'm not very good at this.
Oh my god, Jenny.
Hey, have you done the survey about Kadar FM? We want to know what you think about our podcast.
Jenny, I have a question.
Hello, that's me.
What would Rosa wear to the beach?
Ooh.
Well, if she was going to swim, I think she would probably wear a fucking goddamn wetsuit, or like, I can't remember what they're called, so this conversation is sound a bit weird, but you can, if you're a woman practicing modesty because of your faith or whatever, you can buy swimming costumes that go ankle to wrist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think she'd probably wear something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because she's quite badly damaged.
Right. Oh, yeah, of
And
course.
she doesn't like it. She doesn't like the way it looks.
Mm.
So she is also practicing modesty. But I don't know, like really, you know, like those really wide, straight linen trousers that you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, and then like a really flowy shirt or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Massive fuck off sunglasses.
Oh, 100%. Big sun
And
hat.
then also a big hat.
Yeah.
And the glasses. Big old sunglasses.
I'm a little bit behind on the chat, but I'm assuming Liam says, "Hey, rude, Amy."
Got lost in the
It's not
chat.
rude, it's the truth, boy.
Catch
Gotta get buff. Catch up.
up. Be safe, Artifixie.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't-
good luck on
is that-
the
yeah,
co-op
Go,
quest.
they're going to the co-op
Oh, I'm
now.
about to be. Who's that? That was my messenger. Whoops.
Yeah, that's me. Maybe dipping out because I'm leaning away from the microphone.
Right.
Probably. Is this better? I don't. Hey, let me know what you think of my voice. Not like personally, like the volume. If you think my voice sounds bad, I don't care. Keep that to yourself. Wizards says Galactic Mystery 152. The 152nd Galactic Mystery. I just had a good idea I want to share with you. I was thinking back to you drawing Boo and Senia as Animal Crossing villagers. What if you designed them as if they were D&D PCs? That's interesting.
Who would Boo be?
What class would Boo be? That's a big
Boo
question.
would be the sassiest person you'd ever meet in your life,
Mhm.
right? The most demanding, I reckon. She'd be like a really dumpy shopkeep, I think.
But like an old lady, maybe like a tavern keeper or something, or an alewife or something
Boo
like
as a
that.
tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah.
Boo, I mean, Tabaxi. Yeah,
I
I feel
don't
Tabaxi's
think
kind of
so.
obvious though.
No,
right?
I don't think she'd be a tabaxi. She'd definitely be
Okay.
more
A
human.
goblin.
No, she's not. She's not a goblin-esque. I think she'd be a smaller race. I reckon she'd be a dwarf.
Okay.
So she's got
Yeah,
big
I kinda
old
see
like
that.
sideburns on her face. She's got like
Yeah,
beautiful
eyebrows.
bushy hair that's like all
Mhm.
different colours. It's like absolutely wild, but it's like kept really well at the same time.
Boo would be another bard. Bard, says Everlasting Ray. Boo has bard or rogue vibes. Georgie recommends halfling. How about Xenia? I feel like Xenia would be another wizard or something, right? Oh. I freaking love the Animal Crossing pets that you guys did. They're so stinking cute.
It was
The-
super fun.
Freaking the little pot belly that Matt gave Xenia, and the shirt like no sleep only beep. Fucking is so good. You can get all of those as stickers on our Rebel store.
I love my chunky cat.
She's so
She is
sweet. Is
lovely.
she still in her bed?
Yeah, she's dooting away.
Aww.
Hey Jazz,
Oh.
what do you think of these colours?
I like them very much.
Oh, and
I do. I love it. Very satisfying colours. You are good with the colouring thing. You know, colours is what I struggle with the most when I'm drawing.
oh,
Like the line art, fine. You know, like my style always changes, but like the line art is good. I can do that thing, but colours, like choosing colours,
I still struggle
especially
a lot
colours
with,
that like complement each other.
I still struggle a
find
lot
that
with
really
colours.
difficult.
I think I've definitely improved, but like
Oh,
I've still got a long way to go.
You're great
100%
with
I've
colours.
got a long way to go. Obviously, I learnt a lot from Alex. Alex has taught me an insane amount. I've learnt more from Alex than I ever did when I was at uni. So,
I did hear a loud buzzing.
loud buzzing.
Yeah. Chaos was asking if anyone heard a
Is it
weird
consistent?
buzzing.
Or
I
is
did
it?
Oh,
hear
is it
for
my
a moment.
phone near
Yeah,
my
it was
mic?
probably Amy receiving a message, or me
Yeah.
receiving a message, because we're both on.
What colour should the tassels
Vibrate.
be, Jasmine? Should they be white?
Yeah.
I'll do them white.
Boo's beep in the last KFM still gives me so much serotonin. Oh, it was so
Yeah,
good.
so
Ollie
beeps
said
are
say
so
hello, and then she
good.
did.
No.
Meow meow.
I actually love her
Meow
so
meow.
much. I know, like, when she follows me everywhere and it drives me insane,
Yeah.
and I'm like, go away, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I also don't want her to go away and leave me alone, because every time I see her, I almost break down in tears.
She's so sweet.
So I just love
She
her
is
so
so
much.
cute.
Oh, I do. I really do wish to show her off to the stream again. Jiggle her gently in front of the microphone, but she is asleep, and it does feel a little bit mean to wake her up just to jiggle her at
maybe
you.
Maybe she'll wake up before the end of the stream.
Yeah, you know, just because we
still
signed
got 40
on for
minutes.
this doesn't mean she did.
How about you know, if you would like to hear some more boo noises and like boo content,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you donate
Fucking hell, Jess.
if you donate to the super chats or to our Ko-Fi or whatever, then we'll put some extra like cat stuff on like Instagram. Yeah.
You know, I was
That-
actually going to make like a little
Boo
tiny
reel?
mini documentary, which was going to be like loads of footage of Boo
Yes.
with a little tiny, like a, you know, a little voiceover that's like, "This is Boo."
Oh, I would
She's
love
our
that.
cat.
Yes.
Where I was going to get you all to send me all of the video that you've taken of her over the years.
Make a boo soundboard. Absolutely. Cat.
She's so sweet. I
Boo has a throne in the executive producer lounge.
does.
She absolutely does.
You can just hear her going.
Meh.
yeah, like we talk about her beeping a lot, but overwhelmingly the noise that I hear from her is snoring.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Even when she's awake.
me and Ollie have like this rather specific evening routine sometimes where so if he's like for at the moment he's playing his way through Fallout 4 again, he'll put his headphones on and he'll play Fallout 4, and I will put my headphones in, I'll listen to the worst idea of all time, and I'll play something on the Switch. At the moment it's Animal Crossing. And Boo, who snores so loudly that like an old man wheezing in her bed, she'll snore so loudly that Ollie will take off his noise cancelling headphones and be like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the cat."
Oh my goodness.
And she'll snore on any surface, whether she's asleep or not.
Yeah.
She'd be like that.
She's an old lady. She's 16 this year.
Wow.
I don't know how old cats usually get,
They
So
can get
but
up
that
to,
does
like,
feel very old.
They can get up to 20.
Wow.
You better.
Wow.
You
better.
better.
Crazy.
Hiya.
She was so out of it when I made her dinner earlier and I called her over. She got out of her bed so fast she fell over.
Oh no.
She like
Aw.
couldn't keep up with herself. And so she stumbled out of her bed.
What a cutie. Chaos said, God, I hope I'm not allergic to cats, which was my thought when Boo came to live with us.
Turns out you are.
Turns out I am.
But not like deadly allergic.
I'm not like super allergic to cats. It's just that, you know, if we don't hoover every week, then I have a really bad time.
Aw.
You know, like I sneeze a lot and I
Get the
my nose runs and
sniffles.
stuff. Yeah. She's older than some humans I know, says Beth. She may be older than some humans in this chat,
Oh my goodness.
which is a likelihood knowing our audience. But we keep her out of our bedroom because obviously she would just sleep on the bed and that would be bad for me. And over the time she has gotten pretty good at knowing that she's not allowed in, so I can kind of have the door open most of the time. Usually now what will happen is she'll come in just enough into the room so that she can see me, and then she'll scream at me. Meh! Meh! And you're like, what do you want? And she's like, meh! And then she leaves again. Or she'll come in and she'll like have a look around to make sure nothing's changed, realise it hasn't, and then she'll leave again. But the other day the door blew open from the wind and Ollie went into the bedroom to do some work on the desktop computer, and he puts his headphones on to edit this thing that's coming out in April, and in his ears is like all of us shouting and stuff, and then in the background he just hears and he's like, wow, Boo must be snoring really loudly if I can hear her snoring through the bedroom wall. And then it goes again. It turns out she's snuck into our room and is asleep on our bed in amongst a pile of laundry.
Oh.
She's so sweet.
It is alarming how many babies there are in the chat. Darren says Boo is my age, which is
Oh
concerning.
my god.
Darren.
Yeah, Boo's older than Midnight Shimmer.
Wow.
Oh my days. So many little babies in the chat.
Oh my god, Kimberly is planning to move soon to an apartment that allows pets.
Ooh, how
So she
Yes.
can adopt her cat, a cat for the first time. She's so
Yes.
excited. I'm excited for
Amazing.
you.
Oh, I really
That sounds
want.
like the best thing.
I want another cat so badly, but our living situation doesn't allow for that. So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna stay with Boo for as long as I can. But I think after Boo, which I hope isn't for a very long time, I'm probably going to adopt. 100%. I want to adopt.
Yeah. There's lots of little
Jazzy
kitties out
TP is
there that need
almost Boo's age.
homes.
Oh my god.
Boo is 16 this year, so she's 15 and a bit.
Yeah, we sort of decided that she turns. Her birthday's in November, roughly. I think November, because that's when I moved in with you guys. I think I don't know. Beth would know, because that's when Beth decided. Because Boo had to live with Beth and Matt for a while, because when I moved, we picked a flat, but the flat wouldn't allow pets, which is very common.
Yeah, super common in the UK. It's almost unheard of that you can rent and have a pet. We had to move. We thought you had to move pretty quickly, right? Which is why we jumped on this place when it came up. Fuck, it was awful. Garbage. I almost want to be like, don't ever live here, but that's a terrible idea. And then about 3 weeks into lockdown, well, no, about a week before the UK first went into quarantine, our landlord evicted us.
Yeah.
And said you have to be out in a month, which is the standard time.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks into like the first proper lockdown, where everybody was like, because like now I feel like, you know, obviously we're not allowed to see our friends and family, and you should work from home and all that stuff. But I think that people kind of are a bit blasé about it.
Yeah.
like the other day I went to the post office to post somebody's order, which you can, go and look at our shop. It's shriekingwizardco/shop. And the person coming out of the post office wasn't wearing a mask. And then when I left, the person
God.
going in wasn't wearing a mask,
It's actually shocking, isn't
which
it?
is really bad. But the first lockdown was really, really, everybody was taking it really seriously. And we were like, fuck. How are we gonna move?
Yeah.
We had to go look at flats in the middle of fucking bad time.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this place, so much better than the last one.
Yeah. Even
Sans
though,
the devil
I'm
child
really
downstairs.
glad.
yeah,
for you
even though our
guys,
like
you've got a
neighbours are
nicer
absolutely
place.
bonkers, like it's actually pretty decent living here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
that's
say
good.
that we're in the UK. We're pretty lucky to have. I say we're pretty lucky. We have socialism here, so we have things like rent protection, and I mean, even if there's two kinds of tenancy you can have. You can have a private tenancy or a tenancy through an estate agent. And private would be like you don't have anybody else to broker a contract for you. The landlord does it all themselves,
Bit risky.
which is very risky and often ends in danger. There's a system that exists so that you can rent from your parents or whatever. But overwhelmingly people rent through estate agents in the UK, and that is very heavily protected. Deposits have to go into government secured funds, and then there's shit tons of rules basically so that you can't be kicked out without notice, and you have to landlords have to keep places in good nick and stuff,
to hit
and
standard.
yeah, basically. And obviously it's not perfect, but I think about the United States and the beginning of the pandemic and how many
rough.
people just immediately were homeless, and I think thank fucking God.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
You found a better place. And you got your cat now.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
So it's not so bad.
The landlord's alright.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's reasonable.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty chill dude. He let the last tenants paint the place, which I think was a disaster of an idea. But
Yeah, and we have to live with that now.
yeah, we have to live with that choice.
Oh,
But
no.
So we have half an hour left of the stream.
No, we do.
Mhm.
Would you like to hear this cheese fact?
Go for it.
Absolutely, cheese me.
I'm actually really shocked by this one.
Oh,
Gouda accounts for over half of the world's cheese consumption.
whoa,
What?
Wow.
Gouda.
I thought it'd be
Half
cheddar.
the world,
Yeah.
over half the world. Yeah, so would I, but maybe that's more of a British thing.
Or maybe cheddar is the top cheese.
It could be, but over half of the world's cheese consumption is Gouda.
Oh.
That's extraordinary. I don't think I've ever even eaten Gouda before.
No, I
I've
haven't.
had it, but very rarely.
Wow, amazing.
That really It really shocks me.
KW
does.
says that must be pretty Gouda then.
Tastes pretty
I
good.
would just like to, whilst we're on, just jump back to the subject of landlords are bastards conversation. Everlasting Ray said, my landlord fixed a hole in our kitchen wall by gluing a paper plate over it and then painting over it,
Oh god.
No.
That's not acceptable.
which is
That's
a
so
fucking
bad.
nightmare.
I remember when we were living in our student house and our landlord was like, "Oh, by the way, Jazz, the maintenance man's gonna come and fill in and plaster a hole in your room." And Jazz was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And Jazz came home later that day and she was like, and pokes it. Do you remember that, Jasmine?
My fingerprints still in that wall.
I undone all of this man's work.
The really funny thing about that
It's
to
okay,
me,
I just moved my cupboard in front of it. So when I moved out, they didn't notice. Don't tell them. Shh.
the really funny thing about that to me is that we were taking a degree in which we regularly used materials very similar to the one he filled the wall with.
And often Jazz was like, "I'm going to consume it."
I'm just curious, that's all.
You stroked fiberglass, you've licked latex paint.
Oy.
Stuck quite-
Goodbye,
the other thing,
Sanderson.
though,
Thank you
about
for
that
coming.
house was that they used to use a lock and key to lock the bedroom doors, but then they changed it to the coded lock thing, so they didn't need the keyholes anymore. So instead of like getting rid of it or like plastering it over, they just sort of stuck some like blue tack.
Oh yeah, they
in
did,
there
didn't they?
so that people couldn't peek through. But like you could just like poke it out and then peep into like someone could peep into your room. Like
I just remembered.
that's what was concerning.
I just remembered something from our first day in our student
Yeah.
house.
Okay.
So we had coded door locks, and I was given the wrong door code.
Give them the wrong tapper's ladder.
No, so I was given the wrong door code, and I shut the door because me and Jazz went out, and I came home. I was like, "Oh, I must have just entered the door code wrong," and I didn't. I was given the wrong code, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm locked out of my bedroom." And it's all my stuff's in there. And so I run to Jazz. I was like, Jazz, I need you to do something for me. Then luckily, my bedroom was above where the old garage used to be. So there was like a little landing outside of my window.
Just
So-
before you go any further, it's a bloody good thing that Jazz is a little gremlin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good job Jazz
It
is
really
like
is.
small enough to
Practically
be...
a monkey.
Yeah. And I was like, Jazz, I need you to go climb through my window and open my door. And so we got the dustbin. Jazz climbed on the dustbin.
Climbed on top of it.
And like,
Goodness me.
in this very open street where people were probably watching us and were like, they're breaking into this house.
Oh my
What a
god.
nightmare.
There's definitely been one time, I don't know who it was, but I had to climb through the boot of someone's car to unlock their car because like they locked the keys in.
Oh,
I don't know who that was. It might have been my parents,
I
but
don't think it was
this
me.
this is something I've been used for a lot in my life, to sort of climb in there or squeeze through that gap or get up on that roof. Shimmy through that window there.
I remember I slammed the fucking boot door on your head once because I didn't
Ooh.
realise you were there.
Oh. Genuinely, I'm so surprised.
I like full on like
lasting damage
yanked
from
the
that.
door down and then I just had this all boom, and I was like, what was that? And
I think I went
Wasn't there
blind
a
for
little
a
bit of a
solid
joke
minute.
for a little
after
bit
you
about
did
Jazz
that.
having a dent in her head?
And I turned around and Jazz was like on the floor, like, ow. I was like, oh my god, I just killed my friend.
There's still a dent in my skull.
Kimberly said, how does the name fiberglass escape people? But to be fair to Jazz, she didn't know what it was at that point.
No, it was
She
literally
just
like
thought
first
it was
day.
kind of soft
It
looking.
looked soft.
Yes. It was just me and Matt who were like, no.
You were like, I feel like this was the moment where you saw me, like one of the first days of uni. You see me stroking this like really dangerous thing, and you kind of both just shimmied over like, we must protect this small one, teach them the ways.
Jazz, didn't Matt beat you over the head with a broom on your first day?
Yes, because very much like your car door comment, not comment, story, I was sort of cleaning down by the floor and he didn't realise I was there, so he pulled the back of the broom backwards behind him and just smacked me on the head. He did feel very bad afterwards though. I was like, it's okay, you know, just like lost the sight in one eye, don't worry about it. He's like, no,
I'll come back.
sorry.
Oh, what a nightmare that place was.
Oh, I'm accident
Chaos had a
prone,
classmate getting fed up of a hole in their rented house, so I told them if they got the materials I would take care of it. Then Chaos went over there and then let themselves in and then fixed it. And then got a couple of texts later about where has the hole in the wall gone.
apparently.
They've been living with it for 3 months. This is a little bit depressing, but we saw a video of I don't know what council it is in the UK that's basically been ignoring a block of flats during the pandemic, and
Sorry.
I genuinely don't know how to describe it to you. Like the guy, they went into a couple of these tenants' flats, and one of them, this dude was like, "Oh, I moved my bed so the water would stop dripping on it." But like
Oh my God.
all of his walls in his bedroom, you cannot see the paint anymore. It's all mold.
Oh my god.
And then
Jeez.
he's got like 3 or 4 buckets around his flat, and he says, "I change them every 6 hours."
Oh my goodness.
I empty them every
That's
6
so
hours.
bad.
All of the floor in his flat is a centimetre covered in water.
Oh.
God.
And then you go downstairs to a woman who has 2 kids who are under the age of 10, who are living in similar conditions. She's had to unplug everything. They don't have any working
Wow.
electricity in their flat anymore because the water is running through the walls.
Oh my god.
my
Doesn't have a
gosh.
fridge. Doesn't have a washing machine. And their council's
Wow.
just ignored them.
That's insane.
Christ.
Like, I thought it was bad when I had to go 3 weeks without hot water and heating back in December, I think. No, January, February time? Yeah, it was really cold. It was when it was snowing. I thought it was bad to go 3 weeks without that, but my god, that sounds awful.
Having lived like with mold for like a little bit, like we thought it was
Oh,
bad
gosh,
in
yeah.
the last place we lived, where
Mm.
like, you know, the walls would be wet, but like I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like this. And the reporter asked this woman, like, "You seem like really calm and like kind of you seem to be dealing with this okay." And she had to take a really big deep breath before she said, "If I think about it being bad, I won't be able to stop.
God.
I have to just deal with it because, like, you know, what else is there to do?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
My first year room at uni was really bad for black mold, and they did nothing about it. Oh, it smells so
It's
horrible
so
as well.
bad,
It's
isn't
just
it?
really bad for you.
like when you like step into the room and like it's prevalent, it's so depressing, isn't it? It is so pervasive.
Yeah. Like everything smells like it as well.
Yeah.
Like your laundry and
Mhm.
stuff. It
Yeah.
just smells like that horrible. Ugh, horrid. What a horrible subject.
Yes, we're gonna do a 180. Mina is
Yeah.
Genasi. She's Sky Genasi. That's not
Air
the one.
Genasi.
There we go.
She's
Do you like
an
how
Air
I
Genasi.
strategically
Sorry, I
hidden both of
zoned
her
out then.
hands so I don't have to think about what they look like?
Very clever.
I'll
Very
refresh
clever.
the stream so I can have a look. Somebody asked us about.
I do like
oh, this is
The way
very
she is
nice.
dressed in this is very good.
Pardon, Jazz?
Good. It's very good. Good fashion.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, she's cut her hair's short.
Sorry if I keep hitting the mic, by the way. It's right
minutes
above where my
ago-
pen goes.
Chaos asked if we could tell you any more about High Hopes and the stuff that they've been up to. And I'll say that we can't really give you any specifics because it was very, very spoilery. But it's kind of feels like very, very classic D&D at the moment. Like,
I'm having a great time.
yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
We haven't been able to play for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've been
Um,
super busy recently.
Busy. But I cannot wait to play again. It's going to be so exciting.
Same.
We have some wild stuff coming up next month,
Hell
which is
yeah.
actually next week.
Oh my
Yeah, it
gosh.
No. It's going to be a big month for us, and we hope that you're going to be around to support us as we do some scary stuff.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be so much fun. What have we got coming up? Let's have a look. I'm going to use the calendar on my phone because the calendar on Safari is kind of hard to read. Okay, so tomorrow it's daylight savings time.
Oh no.
Oh, God, getting off of work on Monday is going to be so
No.
hard.
So we go back to being 5 hours ahead of the United States instead of 4. We enter British summertime, which is UTC +1. It's GMT +1. Let's see. On sometime next week will be April's SWPOM video.
Yeah.
And then on Friday next week is something super cool and special that we are I'm so
Different,
excited
haven't
for you
seen
guys to
before.
see it. It's gonna be so good.
Can't
Man.
wait to share it with you.
Ollie's been editing the audio for it recently, and listening to the snippets of it back again.
God.
Man, it's wild.
So chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
So fucking funny.
I love it.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to reset my stream alarm? Says Kimberly.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, back an hour. Wait, yeah. So it'd be an hour earlier, wouldn't it?
No, an hour later, I think.
Because we're losing an hour, aren't we? Oh, yeah, so it would be an hour later, yeah. Yeah, because we'd skip an hour, yeah.
If we start at 7 GMT at the moment, currently on the East Coast that is 2 PM. No, it's 3 PM.
Right.
But if we go into GMT, no, BST, go to +1, it goes back to being we are 5 hours ahead of the Eastern Coast. So then 7 PM here becomes 2 PM GMT. So it goes back to the way it was before it changed, Kimberly.
So confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it used to be 2 PM for Everlasting Ray, now it's 3. It's going back to being 2. And then, depending on where you are in the world, you can work that out. If you're looking for it on the internet, it's BST, Bravo Sierra Tango. It's British Summertime, which we may or may not. We probably will be doing long after Europe has stopped doing it because, fuck us, I guess.
Yep. I'm going to put some photos of Boo on the Shrieking Wizard Instagram as an incentive for people to go and look at it if you haven't followed us already.
That's the Shrieking Wizard Co. on Instagram, all one word. What did I say I was going to tweet earlier?
About us being live.
Oh, no, the Bernie meme.
Oh.
That I made about Animal Crossing. Well, I say Jenny and Amy. I'm also going to throw Jazz in there. You guys have pretty much won me over with the cheese facts and stories, so I'll be sticking around for a long time. I just subbed as well.
Yay,
hey, thanks, Jada. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much for joining in with the whatever this is.
Cheese time.
Cheesetime.com.
RS Ray missed a chunk of the stream because they were looking at jam roly-poly recipes, which feels like a pretty decent reason, if I'm honest. When was the last time you had a jam roly-poly?
What is a jam roly-poly?
Oh, it's like a bread pudding, but with jam.
Yeah, with
in
like
it.
jam in it.
Sounds really good. Oh man, like a classic English pub dessert.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like the options would be jam roly-poly or spotted dick, with custard, obviously, because it's. Let's have a look.
The Boo images are starting to roll in.
God.
Go and check that out.
Jazzy TP said, I'm assuming that the next episode
nice
is next week and I
tummy
can't wait.
content there.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
No.
It's not that.
The announcement would be far more superior.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be me being like, whoa! The chat tried to show hide Kimberly saying, did you just say a spotted dick? Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Spotted dick is
not everybody has heard of a spotted dick before. We also had sticky willies. That's like an iced, not an iced bun. Well, yeah, kind of an iced bun. Yeah, it is an iced bun.
Oh, like an iced finger?
Yeah, an iced finger.
But
there
called a
you
sticky
go,
willy?
Gross.
Gross.
What's wrong with us? What's wrong with this country?
I don't know. Spotted dick is it's a pudding, like a suet pudding. This is another thing that Americans don't really have, because like my aunt is, well, she's English, but she's American. She's been in America since before I was born. And she now lives in the great state of Idaho, I think. That's above Utah, I think. I don't
That's
know.
me, I don't know.
Anyway,
I also do not know.
so she's quite American. Which is weird. This is weird to me because she grew up in the UK, right? She had 2 kids on the NHS. That's how
Right.
much she was English. She didn't know that mincemeat could have like suet in it and stuff, like that it
Oh.
used to have like animal products in it. Yeah, Idaho's above Utah. That's where my aunt lives. Who's tapping? That might be me. Sorry, Casey. I'm touching the cable that my.
I am also accidentally tapping the mic with my pen
okay.
sometimes, so I apologise, everyone.
So in Britain we have a kind of, so I think in America pudding is like you get it in like a plastic cup, right? It's like a mousse thing or something, like chocolate pudding or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like beef fat, Kimberly. A pudding in the UK is a steamed thing, like almost like a steamed cake, I guess.
Cakey, yeah.
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 Made with, instead of like eggs and butter, you'd make it with tallow or beef fat, suet. Spotted dick has raisins and sultanas in it, that kind of thing. It sounds really awful, but it's actually quite good.
It is very yummy. I like a sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, sticky toffee pudding, Jasmine.
Yeah. A little bit of like custard, maybe.
Oof.
A bit of evaporated milk. I'm
Oof.
not really sure.
Oof.
Pretty good with
Jasmine.
most things.
For some reason my phone is stuck in landscape. Please go back.
Let me shake it violently.
Done been googled.
Please.
Googling suet.
Google it.
Suet
Sticky toffee
dumplings in
pudding.
a stew. Oh yes, Liam.
10 out of 10.
Used to go to Wimpy just for them. Absolutely.
Oh man, Wimpy used to do sticky toffee like tray bake that you.
Yes.
Because Wimpy was is a franchise. The one in my hometown was like franchised out, and then the dude that owned it basically became like, I mean, everybody in town knew him, right? He was almost like a gangster, like mafia style, in the way that he was like wheeling and dealing out the back of his Wimpy. But because it was a franchise and he kind of didn't care about the party line or whatever, you could get a slice of the sticky toffee tray bake, and then you could have a load of ice cream from them, like, you know, the whippy machine on top of it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
a
my
load
gosh.
of caramel sauce as well. Which is
Wow.
absolutely not is the party line. So when we moved here and I got it in Worthing, I was like, oh.
Ow,
this,
that's a bit boring.
this is what it is. I see.
Yeah. Dang. That sounds really like you were living a good life over there.
Sweet desserts, pudding and a thing, sweet desserts, but when you just describe sounds savoury appetizer or something. It's pudding's like, oh,
It can be both.
They can't, but yeah, you can get savoury ones, but I think the most well known ones are sweet, like spotted dick and stuff.
Yeah.
Amy has a hold of Boo.
I have kid.
Oh, boo! We get the beeps. Sleepy girl.
Well, if you hold her long enough, she'll object. So
Wow, Liam's never been to Wimpy.
Oh,
Wow.
Liam. That's
It's
something we've
really
got to
good.
change.
it is a little bit
Oh.
expensive, but it's table service, so you know.
Give us some beep.
Oh, Miracle's back just in time to hear Boo. How nice.
Say hello.
Yeah, there we go.
She's just woken up, so she's a bit floppy.
The chat is like beep.
Have a little beep.
No. Oh,
My goodness.
A baby.
Serotonin.
I love her.
I want a little beep. I want more beep, and then I'll put you down.
Good girl.
That last beep really. Oh. That last beep really reminded me of the Elvis "You Want a Cookie" from My Favorite Murder.
I
Such
swear
a
to God, now, if
disheveled
you put her
beep.
down, she's gonna go out in the
Oh.
hallway and be like, "Wow, wow, wow,
Wow, wow, wow.
Because if you go out of her line of sight for like literally a second, she thinks you've died. What a lady, yeah.
Oh, that was
So
so
soft.
cute.
Oh. Ugh, everybody being like really sweet about Boo makes me feel like we're in remembrance of her or something. So it's making me feel real like. Anyway,
Disgruntled beep.
it's 5 to 9.
Oh my goodness.
I think this one has flown by.
It has, yeah. I think it's all the cheese facts, quite honestly.
Jess, you have like a dock with all your cheese facts on them, or do you just find them sporadically?
I find them sporadically. And
Right, so we never know what we're
Yeah.
gonna get, which I think is gonna be interesting. You're like the Christmas cracker of cheese facts.
yeah, kinda, yeah. That sounds about right to me.
Oh, I didn't.
So now that we're at the end of the stream, I have to do or now that we're near the end of the stream, I'm gonna do the sort of end of stream segment.
Ooh.
Everybody, Jazzy TV wants to know what's coming out tomorrow, which is nothing. We don't post on Sundays.
We used to, I think. We used to a while back. Oh no, it was if we had a stream we would post it tomorrow, but now we've moved it.
Yeah. What's coming up on Friday next week? I can't tell you. I can't even tell you what SW Pom's going to be. But when you look, it will make sense and it will be
Yeah.
glorious. It's going to be great. It is something that everybody has asked for us to do for a long time. It's special.
You're gonna love it.
It's good community stuff. It's great. You're gonna find out. It's gonna be good. So if you aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is this place here that we are, please click subscribe. Thank you very much. We'd appreciate it. You can find in the description to this stream a link to a survey about Kadar FM, our podcast, which if you have heard of and you sort of understand what it is, then you can take, and that would be helpful. Obviously, if you haven't heard of it and you don't know what it is, don't take the survey. You don't have to have listened to it. It takes about 3 minutes and we don't ask for any personal information. It was so helpful to us if you would do that. We want to know if... So, we didn't really talk... I was going to talk about this a little bit here, but I forgot. We got talking about cheese and other stuff. But we were... One of our ambitions for the year was to get Kadar FM onto Spotify, Apple Music, and other platforms that host podcasts. But to do so is a little bit of a financial risk for us at the moment. So we wanted to make sure it's something that you really wanted to do, that you really wanted, and that we could... Miracle just said in caps, Kadar FM is my shit. Thank you very much. I love it. That is the energy that I want. Yes, a little bit of a financial risk for us at the moment, so we want to make sure that A, it's something that you actually want and it's not something that I just want to do, and B, that, you know, there is the potential for us to be able to afford it, because obviously if it's just going to be a massive money sink for us, then we won't be able to do it. So please do that survey, that'd be so helpful, thank you. The next thing is, if you are interested in helping us subtitle our videos, then please head to our Discord server, a link to which you can find in the description of all of our videos. YouTube pulled community captions from the site not too long ago. So we are using a service called Crowdscriber, which allows us to put a video up. Well, it's not up, but like through Crowdscriber. Crowdscriber breaks a video into 2-minute chunks, so you can commit to transcribing 2 minutes of a video with or without the pre-rendered computer captions. And 2 minutes should take you about 15 minutes, half an hour if you want to be super precise. And that would be really helpful. It helps make our content much more accessible to people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or have other issues where the subtitles would be helpful. We're doing this through Discord because currently it's the best way to organize the subtitling of it, and we would be so grateful if you could help join us do that. Man, that was a bit of a ramble, but you get my point. What else? We really need you to follow us on Instagram.
Yes,
so
please.
that we can finally
and if
get
you
the
go
swipe
there
up
now,
function.
there are cats. There are boo pictures.
Oh, there are?
In the story, yeah, I just put up a bunch of boo pictures and a premium content boo video. So go check that out and follow us at the same time, please. Thank you. I love you.
Nice. That's the Shrieking Wizard Co on Instagram. Please go follow us over there. Check out our cat pictures. Similarly, you can follow us on Twitter at swizardco and on Tumblr at swpom.tumblr.com and at highhopestherolls.tumblr.com. We are trying to push this year to make more stuffy, but we need your support to do that. So if you like the stuff that we do, you can either super chat with us here on Saturday nights. You can leave us a Ko-fi at any time. Coffee? Ko-fi. I don't know. You decide. Leave me a Ko-fi and tell me how I should be saying it. That's ko-fi.com/shriekingwizard. But most helpfully, if you're able to, obviously, please don't feel bad if you can't support us financially, but patreon.com/shriekingwizard for extra and behind the scenes High Hopes and Rolls content, plus updates on everything that we're doing. If you can't support us with money, which is completely understandable and you're not under any pressure to do so, just share our videos with your friends.
Yeah.
That would be so helpful. That really is the one. That's the big one. That's the one. So that's it, I think, for tonight. Did you finish?
Yeah.
Mina?
Yeah, I think so.
I love it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for drawing her. Stunning.
Nice.
I really like how the little KP thingy, whatever you call it, looks like a cocktail. Looks like Sex on the Beach color.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I just have a black screen where the stream is playing, so I don't know what it looks like, but I'm sure it's very handsome. Oh,
Hey,
there she is.
Some more beep.
Lady.
Are you gonna put her near the microphone again, or are you just gonna? Oh,
Let's see if I can get something from her.
all right.
End off the
Maybe
stream.
get one more beep before the end.
Here she is again. It's the lady,
Oh,
the annoyed
Say goodbye
lady.
to everyone.
Okay, I thought I had taken it down. The PO box address is a little bit broken at the moment. Please don't send us stuff unless it's like a letter. Letters we can receive, parcels we can't. But I will. I thought I had pulled it off of everything.
Say goodbye.
oh, goodbye, Boo.
Anyway, thanks for watching,
Sweet
everybody.
dreams.
This has been a lot of fun. We'll see you again next week for more videos and for more streams.
Yes.
And more
Yes.
Boo.
and hopefully some more boo.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, we
Thank
love you guys.
everybody.
Thanks so much.
Stay safe out there.
Bye.
Bye.